I'm going to show you how to create a parent sign-in sheet using Google Docs. The first thing you'll want to do is open up your browser and go to docs.google.com. It's then going to bring you to the login screen. This year, everyone with a Northwest ISD email address has a Google Docs account because Northwest ISD has something called Google Docs for Education. Now, the way that you'll sign in with your Northwest ISD email address is a little bit different from the way that you would traditionally sign in with a Google Docs account. You'll put your email address, your full email address up here, and then you'll leave password completely blank and click on sign in. It's then going to bring you to a screen that asks you for your network credentials. Now, your network credentials are the same way that you sign into your network computer and to NetSchool. You'll click on OK. Now, if you received an extra pop-up right here, that just means that you previously used your Northwest email address for a Google Docs account, and it's asking what you want to do with those documents. So you can just follow the directions on the screen. And now once you're into Google Docs, you're going to go over here to the left under Create, and you're going to create a new form. It's now going to ask for the title of the form and a theme. So I'm going to call mine Parent Night Sign-In Sheet. And I'm going to choose my theme and click OK. Now, before you get started on a question, the very first thing you'll want to pay attention to is up top here. It's asking who has access to this page. Right now it defaults to check that to require Northwest ISD login to view this form, and you'll definitely want to uncheck that, because if you're using it for Parent Night, parents will not have an NISDTX.org login. So if you're wanting it to be open to the public, you definitely need to uncheck that. This would be if you're obtaining information from students or teachers. And now we're ready to start building the question. So the first question may be student name. And I don't have a help text. This is going to be a text question, and it's also going to be required. Then I'm going to add another question by just going to add, and this may be parent name. And I'm also going to make that required. I'm going to add another text question, but this time I'm going to not make it required. I'm going to ask what the email address is, but I'm not going to check required because somebody may or may not want to give me their email address. And as you can see, there's a variety of questions that you can ask. So you can say on a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you with helping your child with homework, or whatever your question may be. You can ask what their preferred contact is, or different ways that they want to help in the classroom. Once you're done with your questions, I simply clicked on Done, and I can review the questions that I have typed in. So you can see I have student name, parent name, and email address. I can edit my questions, duplicate my questions, or even delete my questions. Once I'm comfortable with the questions that I have and I do not want to add any more, I'll just scroll down to the bottom and click on Send Form. When you send form, it has a couple questions left to ask. Now, the first one is really important. This one is actually not asking a question. This is giving you the link to your form. So you'll want to copy this link, because this is what you will open up in a browser that allows parents to type in the form. Now, if you, for some reason, weren't using this for open house, but you still wanted to collect information from parents, you could email this link out. If you wanted to collect information from students, you can put it in your NetSchool page, you can tweet it out, you can do pretty much anything with this URL. So this URL is very important, and this is the one that I copied. I'm going to click on Done, and it's going to ask the final question, which says, where do you want your responses? This means when parents fill out information about their student and their name, where do you want Google Docs to place that information? and I'm saying that I want to place it in a new spreadsheet called Parent Night. I'm going to click on Create, and then I'm done. Now I can just open up a new browser and paste that URL to the browser that takes me directly to the form. Now if you're going to have parents use this for open house, you might want to add this to your favorites by going to favorites and click add to favorites, or another option is to save this URL right here directly to your desktop like this. So if I drag it here, you open it up and it'll be a direct link to this specific form. So those are just some ways that if a parent accidentally closes out the browser, that you'll still have it saved. So you'll have this open up all night, parents will go out and fill information, and then when you're completely done, you can log back in to see your information into Google Docs. So you would just go back into Google Docs, open up that form, and click on View Responses, and all of the responses for that sheet will pop up here in the spreadsheet. So I obviously do not have any responses yet, but this will completely populate with the information that parents put in. So as you can see, it's a really great way to collect information because it already puts it into your spreadsheet along with the timestamp.